Hello, everyone. It is I, Ravenwood, and welcome to another uh, RWBY Volume 7 commentary notes video. Today we'll be covering Episode 2. Chapter 2, or Chapter 2. Episode 2, Chapter 2, whatever. Featuring Carrie Connor, director, and Kersey Forrest. Forrest became a fan favorite. No context, just that. This episode was tricky to write because it was getting close to being an exposition dump, which, in one hand, can be bad for shows that mostly rely on fighting. However, and the entire volume 7, was an exposition dump, which probably could have been handled much easier if they just simply just if they have simply discarded the entire political plot line or the political arc. It just completely discarded altogether. Then I think that volume would have been much easier. Like simply just have them fight monsters, have them fight the Grim, have them fight the Happy Huntresses, or have the Happy Huntresses fight the Aesops and Team RWBY. That sort of thing. That sort of fun material. No, they had to have exposition, politics. Don't get me wrong, in-world politics are sometimes entertaining when you're trying to focus on the world building and whatnot. But there's only certain. But I feel like the whole political election thing just felt like unnecessary and had nothing to do with the plot. Did Jacques Schnee use his moment to, did Jacques Schnee became did Jacques Schnee use his council seat to vote to stop Ironwood's plans or anything like that? Did he he wanted the trade embargo to be lifted, right? So we could have had him sell more dust to outside of Atlas. We could have had an entire if they really wanted to go political there, they could have had Jacques Schnee taking advantage of the seat of the council. At least that sort of politics, maybe. We could have had a whole lot of drama with the embargo. But no, they they decided to, a few episodes later on, they decided to, oh, hey, let's take down Jacques Schnee the easiest way possible with security cameras, because despite the fact that Watts, who's very smart and can shut down security cameras as he will take a walk, and literally we had an entire, I think this episode had Watts in it, but literally but regardless of which episode Watts first appeared in, which I may have to rewatch Volume 7 again to do a full review of Volume 7 and a full and fair review of Volume 7. But regardless of that, my point is when you have a scene where Watts is basically waltzing through downtown Mantle and he's he's doing super hacking onto the computer, not super hacking, onto the cameras nearby him. He's holding his umbrella. The cars start wrecking themselves because of the barricade starts acting up and whatnot. He's having good luck because of his computer hacking skills. I know that's nowhere near in this segment, but literally, you could have a whole lot more done with with the politics and whatnot. But no, Jacques Schnee had to be brought down, despite the fact that he was caught, he was caught on camera, and you would think that Jacques Schnee wouldn't be caught on camera talking to Watts. That makes no sense. This entire volume felt like it was an exposition dump. You want to talk about one episode being an exposition dump, but when literally the entire episode, entire season was technically exposition dump. There was very little fight scenes that happened, and the only 3 that primarily happened was in the last 3 episodes. They had to balance movement and how much the characters can emote, especially when the characters lie in this episode. Okay. That's actually a smart move that you had the characters lie to Ironwood, despite the fact that the reasons were poor reasons. Like, why would they lie despite the fact that Ironwood is so trustworthy? They did not know Lionheart. And then they did not know Lionheart. Lionheart had no reason for Team RWBY to trust them. They just got to his academy. Ironwood, on the other hand, they were practically forced to meet him by accident because they were arrested by Aesop's, and then he apologized, and then he gave them back the relic, right? So I'm kind of confused a little bit on the whole lying part, but that, again, I feel like that should, I feel like I'll do more service by talking about the actual video when I do a rewatch video or whatever. I'll review each episode later on, but as we're talking about the notes here, the commentary notes, we're talking about the commentary notes here, so I'm trying to stay focused. Anyways, Ironwood's office shifting to present his plan was a cool idea, plus another way to stay in the room without having things get boring. Okay, fine, fair enough. Really wanted Team RWBY to feel like they were on the right path and had something to follow. Okay, that's great. Establishing the trust theme early on. Okay, well, here's the problem. Again, like I said earlier, this trust theme seems a little weird and out of place. I feel like you should have had this in volume 4 and 5 with Lionheart. That's where this trust thing should have, the trust arc should have happened, was in volume 4 and 5. Not in volume 7. I don't see the point of that happening here. Anyways, Crow and Ironwood's relationship is super interesting to Carrie, and he wishes they could have explored it more. Connor pushed for Crow's hand to be lower in the hug scene. LOL. Okay. I actually agree with Carrie. I actually wanted to see more Crow and Ironwood's relationship. However, that was supposed to be something that we were supposed to explore more of their past, not of their present. Yeah, sure, Ironwood probably missed him, but I guess what they're trying to do is kind of sort of give us a feel that they're actually buddies, or probably once at one point more friends than when they argue, versus when they argue. I like it when I am the best of buddies when I'm with a friend, but then when I get to an argument with that same friend, we say things we do not like with each other, but then when we miss each other, this is the relationship that I like, that represents that that texture of what friendships. What real friendships are. Sometimes Crow and Ironwood don't always agree upon something, but when they miss each other, when they really miss each other, and when they're actually friends, because it shows that Volume 7 shows that Crow and Ironwood always been friends, and that proves that with his hug. But then the rest of the volume happened, and we'll probably get to that later. Connor jokes that he also proposed Ironwood should propose to Oscar when kneeling. Ironwood giving the RWBY back was his biggest sign of trust. They comment about how positively Penny states it'll be just like Beacon again when she got destroyed there in Volume 3. Carrie calls Watts Daddy Longlegs. Wait, hold on. Connor jokes that he also proposed Ironwood should propose to Oscar when kneeling. That's a red flag. I don't think that adults should be proposing to young children, okay? Or teenagers, or rather minors in Oscar's case. What is he, 14? Last time I checked his age, or last time I was told his age was 14. Not certain if that's true or not, but that's what I've been told. Regardless of that, that's still a red flag because Oscar is younger than Ironwood. So for Connor to joke about that, I don't think that's a great thing to joke about that, especially nowadays when you can easily get canceled or when you can easily be removed from office for saying stuff like that. Of course, I'm just joking. I don't honestly think that Connor's in trouble or anything. Nor am I going to start sending my followers to cancel him. But I just think that, to me, it's a bit of a red flag for someone to say that. And, well, regardless, I may not be serious about that, but someone will be serious about that. But regardless of all that drama, I like the idea that he's Daddy Longlegs. Their quotes, not mine. Anyways, that's all I got for you for this week, folks. Keep in mind that don't take things too seriously just because you don't like something. And always remember that that if you have a nice life, that eventually, if you see someone that is taller than you are, you should definitely call them Daddy Longlegs. that brightened my day, honestly. The fact that they called Watts Daddy Longlegs. Oh gosh. Have a nice day, and see y'all in the next episode. Bye-bye.